The co-founder of Microsoft Corporation, once quoted, "Business is a money game with few rules and lot of risk. Every business is filled with lot of risk. No risk, no gain. That's the policy of any business organization." He, being an American business magnate, has agreed to it.
Hello everyone, I hope all of you are doing really great. Welcome back into another new session. So, I'm Geetu ma'am and I'm going to be teaching you a new topic today. So, what is the topics that we are going to be learning today? We are going to be starting off with business risk here, and we have two topics below this particular topic called business risk. We have nature of risk and the causes of risk. Okay, so you've seen the board. Okay, if you cannot see the board, just take a look at the board. I will step out and you can actually see business risk is the topic that we are going to be learning today, and we have the nature of business risk and then we have the causes of business risk. Okay, so before we move on to the nature and the causes of business risk, we are going to be learning what is the meaning of risk. Okay, so I'm sure you would have listened to all the previous session videos. So what is the meaning of business? Are you able to recollect what is the meaning of business? I'm sure you know by now. Business is an economic activity. It refers to the production, procurement, selling of goods and services in the motive of earning profit. I'm sure all of you know this particular meaning. So, it's an activity where the human beings are continuously doing this activity, and with the help of doing this activity, they are selling whatever like let's say goods or whatever services they're providing with the motive of earning profit. So that is the meaning of business. I'm sure by now you know it. So what are the other topics that we discussed? We discussed about the features of business, we discussed about the multiple objectives of business, and the main objective of the business is to earn profit. Without profits, no business will be able to survive. But in order to earn profit, in order for the business to earn profit, it's very important for the business to undergo a lot of risk. Okay, so you know the age-old proverb, right? No risk, no gain. So without taking risk, can you gain anything in life? No, it's not possible. So in every business, there is an amount of risk factor that the business has to undertake. So that is what we are going to be understanding, or we are going to be learning in today's session. So welcome back again. So what is the meaning of business? I just told you. Now what is business? Business refers to an economic activity, and risk refers to something that's uncertain. We are not aware of what is going to happen in the future, what the future holds for us. So that is the meaning of risk. Okay, so business risk refers to the possibility. Let me wave out the terminologies. It refers to the possibility of inadequate profits. If you have listened to the features of business, okay, properly, there is this point called without a profit, the business organization cannot run for a long period of time. Profit is a very important factor which drives the business to work hard. So, without profit, if the profits are inadequate, the business cannot function. Profit is a very important terminology for the business to function. So if the profits are inadequate, the business cannot function. Why? Because every single day there is a lot of money that the business has to spend. So profit has to be a main part of the earning for the business. Only if the business makes sufficient amount of profits, then whatever uncertainties are coming on your way. What are the uncertainties? Example, uncertainty is an unexpected event. Now, do we all know that we will be sitting in the house and we would be teaching this way? We would be teaching in an empty classroom. We never thought of it. Why? Because the unexpected situation of the pandemic and corona, we are forced to be teaching you this way. So that is something called unexpected, uncertain. We are uncertain about the likes and dislikes of people. We are uncertain of the fashion and trend of people. We are uncertain about what is going to happen in the government, which is the government, the new government that's going to step in. We are not sure of what is happening. So the business is it's unsure. So what is business risk? Is the unexpected events or the uncertainties or the inadequate profits which the business is undergoing or it's undertaking, because of which the risk factor is increasing. But no business can stay without taking the risk. Only if the business undergoes risk or takes risk, they will know how to flourish and earn a lot of profit. So that is the meaning of business risk. What is it? Possibility of inadequate profits, unexpected and uncertain events. That's the meaning of business risk. Now business risk, I told you, is divided into two topics: nature of business risk and causes of business risk. Now before we go to the nature of business risk and the causes of business risk, we need to understand what are the two types of risk. Okay? If you just need to learn the meaning, that's more than enough. I've just put that there small for you so that it's easy for you to understand. Now the two types of risk that we have here is speculative risk and pure risk. Okay, now again I will repeat. We have two types of risk. The two types of risk is speculative risk and pure risk. Now what is the meaning of speculative risk? Speculative risk is both. Okay, you have gain here, you have loss here. So what is speculative risk? It's the possibility of gain, it's the possibility of loss. Okay, so you have both here. You have the possibility of gain, you have the possibility of loss. Example one, changes in demand. Sometimes you like Lay's, American Lays. Sometimes you like baked Lays. So what is the business people doing? They are manufacturing both. They are manufacturing American Lays, Indian Lays, whatever the tadka, Indian masala tadka, whatever Lays it is. They are manufacturing all the flavors. Whenever the demand changes and people's taste changes, they would buy whatever they want. So it's a possibility of gain, it's a possibility of loss, possibility of profit, possibility of loss. Okay, so that's a speculative risk field. So the changes in demand and changes in prices and the fashions and tastes, everything of people keep changing. Their fashion statement changes. Today they love jeans, tomorrow they love crop tops, tomorrow they love gagras. So their tastes are changing, the fashion is changing all around the world. So there is a possibility for the business to earn a lot of money. There is a possibility for the business to undergo a lot of loss. So that is speculative risk field. The second type of risk is pure risk. Now what is pure risk? Pure risk refers to no gain at all. So gain is nowhere there. You only have loss. Now what is this? What are the examples for pure risk? The examples for pure risk is, in case of there's a theft happening, there's a robbery happening in your organization, what would happen? Is there any profit happening there? No. All of a sudden, it's uncertain events that's happening, because of which you're losing everything in your organization. There's a sudden outbreak of fire in your organization, because of which everything gets burned and charred. So what is happening? There is no gain happening there at all. So that's the meaning of pure risk, is the possibility of loss or no loss at all. So when these events are happening, there may be a loss or there is no loss at all, but you cannot gain profit from this particular pure risk. So these are the two types of risk that you have. So probably because of strikeouts and lockouts. Strikes and lockouts is, you've seen all these Hindi movies where there'll be a gang leader and they'll say, today we are going to demand for more salary, we are not going to work, we're going to stop working, and they'll go sit outside the company and they will start striking out of the factory, and they will start striking out. So that is what is called as strikes. There is no profit here at all. Why? Because employees are not working. So that's the meaning of pure risk again. It's possibility of loss or no loss at all. Okay, but there is no profit that you are earning here. Now, coming down to the third topic or the second topic of our session today, that is nature of business risk. Okay, these topics are really simple, and yeah, one important thing, I forgot to tell you the marked weightage for this. Now, nature of business risk will come as a 4 marker, and causes of business risk will come as a 4 marker, or will be as a 5 marker practical oriented question. Okay, this practical oriented question is nothing but it would come as a section E. That's in your question paper, it would come as the last name, and they would ask you what are the causes of business risk, and they'll twist Okay, not in this session, probably when I'm discussing about important questions and all those things, that I'm going to tell you the question for this. But please know that if they ask you a practical oriented question, you just need to write down the points and give the examples across it. That's more than enough. So if you put these topics both together, it will come as an 8 marker. So nature of business risk is a 4 marker, causes of business risk will come as a 4 marker, or may be asked for a 5 marker practical oriented question. Now take a look at the nature of business risk as set out. So, have you taken a look? We have how many points here? We have 4 points with the nature of business risk. Now, all of you know the meaning of business risk. I'm sure you know inadequate of profits or uncertainty of events by which there is a lot of loss that's undergoing in the business. Why? Because we don't know the change in the demand, whatever changes, the fashion trend, all this is continuously changing, by which the business is very uncertain of what they have to do. So what is the nature of business risk? If you actually see, there are important terminologies that you need to understand here. The first point is business risk arises due to uncertainties. This point is already there in your meaning. That's why I tell you, the topics, whatever comes in business studies, the meaning has most of the points. So you don't have to worry. If you learn the meaning properly and you learn the keywords what I'm teaching you properly, then it's very easy for you to learn the particular answer. So what is this? Business risk arises due to uncertainties. What is uncertainties? We lack knowledge. This I've already taught you in the features. Okay, what is uncertainties? We are lacking knowledge. We don't know. Today, tomorrow, what is going to happen? Do you know? Can you predict the future? No, we don't know. Because we are lacking knowledge only, we don't know that, okay, tomorrow there is something like crop tops that we have to manufacture. Or probably tomorrow there you have these bandhani sarees which were out of trend and suddenly it's coming back in trend. So suddenly you have these, let's say, what else? You have these gagras which we girls used to hate wearing. But all of a sudden now, the gagras have a little of twist here and there and is made as lehengas and body fit gagras where people really love enjoying wearing those and buying as well. So what is happening? We are really uncertain about the events that is taking place, because why? We lack knowledge. We don't know. We cannot predict the market. Okay. So what is happening here? The business risk arises due to these uncertainties. Uncertainties refers to lack of knowledge as well. What is going to happen in the future? That I have already told you. Now, because of the natural calamities, that is change in demand, change in prices, the government may change, then because of the pandemic, things are changing here. So we have completely, most of us have at least stopped buying clothes. Why? Because we don't have the need of it. We don't go here and there. Because of the pandemic, there is no colleges open, there's no parties that's open, there's no marriages happening, much of marriages, because of which we are not buying a lot of things. Yes? So that is the meaning of business risk arises due to uncertainties. Now the second point, risk is an essential part of every business. Okay? Without risk, can you run a business? Yes or no? Can you run a business? No. The answer is no. You cannot run a business without risk. Why? Because the minute you start a business, the minute you invest capital into the business itself, it is a risk-taking factor, because you don't know whether you're going to get back that amount of capital. So what is this? Risk is very much compulsory and it's very important in every business situation or in any business organization. Without risk, you cannot run a business. So risk is a very important part of every business. Don't worry, I'm giving you ample lot of notes for all these, so that you can, when you're listening to the videos as well, you can cross-check with your notes and you can mark the terminologies. So it's going to be much more easier for you to have your notes open in front of you, as well as mark everything there, as well as look into the video. So what comes here? Every business has some risk. No business can avoid risk. So what else are they saying? Although the amount of risk may vary from business to business. Now the risk can be minimized, but it cannot be cut down completely. Why? Because you can assume that, okay, fine, there's something that they're saying continuously, corona, corona, there, and we have to be careful. So probably instead of you manufacturing t-shirts and tops, you can start manufacturing a lot of masks, okay, and you can start selling these masks. So you can actually predict what may happen, and because of that you can reduce the risk that's happening in the organization, but you cannot eliminate the risk totally. Correct? So the third point is the degree of risk depends on the nature and the size of business. Now what is the meaning? Two main important terminologies you have here. First one is nature. Second one is size. What is this nature of business? Nature of business refers to what is the type of business. Example, what are the types of goods that you are actually manufacturing? Whether it is consumable goods, okay, or like example, whether it is tea, coffee powder, or is it biscuits, what are you manufacturing? What type of goods? Or whether you're providing any services, okay, like beautician service, restaurant service, hotel industry, what kind of fashion service, what exactly are you offering? Whether you're producing goods, you're manufacturing goods, or whether you're providing service, you're a doctor, it's a lawyer clinic, it's a hospital, all these are service industries. So the first thing is the degree. Degree means what? What do I say? The degree refers to how much risk are you going to undergo. Depends on what type of business are you running, what type of goods and services that you are manufacturing. The second one refers to the size. That means what is the volume that you are manufacturing. If you are an industry which is into manufacturing food, okay, food industry you are into. So let's say you're manufacturing biscuits. Now when you're manufacturing biscuits, every day you would at least manufacture, let's say 1,000 packets of biscuits or 1,000 created boxes of biscuits. Okay, so what is it? The higher the volume, the higher the risk factor. Yes, higher the volume of whatever you are manufacturing, higher is the risk factor. If you are manufacturing less, okay, then the risk factor is also low for you. So if you are producing service, if you are into this restaurant business, okay, let's say you are the owner of let's say delicacy restaurant or Chungwa restaurant, or let's say mainland China, or let's say Talasheri or whatever, okay. Now tell me, what's the risk factor that you are undergoing? It's definitely high. Why? Because the customers used to come to your restaurant every single day. The number of customers were really high, so you used to earn a lot of profit. But all of a sudden, the service what you're providing is going to be comparatively very low, because the customers are not going to come to your restaurant at all because of the COVID pandemic situation. So the risk what you're undergoing here is also high, okay, because of which you're undergoing a loss here. So the fourth one is profit is the reward of risk taking. Please remember for this point or for the entire topic, no profit, no loss, okay, sorry, greater risk. When you take a lot of risk, then the business will earn a lot of profit, okay. If the business is not going to take risk at all, then the business cannot earn profit at all, okay. So higher the risk, higher the profit the organization is going to earn, okay. No profit, no loss, that is what I was wanting to tell you, okay. So if you are a business organization, you have to definitely undertake a risk. If you cannot undertake a risk, then your organization cannot earn profit at all. You cannot even think about profit. So what is it? Greater the risk, then there is an increase in the profit. When you're scared of taking risk, when your business is scared of taking risk, okay. Now example, because of the pandemic situation, there are a lot of these businesses which have shut down their original business, and they're looking into other new type of businesses which would help the people around. So they are coming out with new ideas, innovative ideas. So what is it? You are ready to take risk. Only if you are ready to take risk, you can actually earn your profit. Otherwise, you will end up earning loss, and then you have to close your business down and you will need to go home. Okay. So hope you understood all the points. Again, we will do a recap. Okay. It will just take 2 minutes. So bear up. Now, what's the meaning of business risk? It refers to possibility of inadequate profits or not inadequate loss, inadequate profit, and uncertainty of returns and unexpected events which is happening, like what? Change in the demand, change in the prices, fashion statement changes, change in the trends and tastes and likes of people. Then business risk is divided into two types of risk. First one is speculative risk, where you have both. You have gain, as that's gain refers to profit also. You have gain as well as you have loss. Okay. Now, what is the example? Change in the prices, change in the demand, change in the supply, fashion statements are changing, fashions and likes and dislikes of people are changing, tastes are changing. Now, what is pure risk? There is a possibility of loss. That means no gain. There's a possibility of loss or no loss. Okay. Example: theft, fire, outbreak. All these are happening. Strikes and lockouts. Okay. Now, what is the nature of business risk? The nature of business risk depends. What are they saying? The nature of business risk is a question which will come for a 4 marker. Okay. Now it has 4 points. Business risk arises due to uncertainties. Uncertainties refers to lack of knowledge, where people cannot predict what's going to happen in the future because they cannot predict. Because of what are these uncertainties? Change in demand, change in prices, then change in the likes and dislikes and taste and preference of customers. Then, what is the next one? Risk is the essential part of the business. Then, every business has to undertake a risk. Without risk, the business cannot run. The organization or the business. Risk is an essential. It is very important in business, and only if there is risk, the organization and the people working there will also think how they can eliminate risk. Now, nobody can eliminate risk, but they can reduce the amount of risk that is undertaken, probably by predicting what may happen. Third one is degree of risk depends on the nature and size of business. Nature depends to size of what is the type of organization you are running. Whether it is service industry, whether it is goods that you're manufacturing, what exactly are you manufacturing? Size of this depends on the volume, whether it's large quantity of products that you're producing, whether it is small quantity, small volumes of products that you are producing. Profit is the reward of risk taking. Then no profit, no gain. So no risk, no gain. I don't know why I'm messing up. No risk, no gain. So what are they saying? It's an age-old statement. Okay. So what are they saying? Only if the business is going to take a risk and is agreed to take a risk, they can gain a lot of profit. Without risk taking, the business can never gain a lot of profit. And without risk, the business cannot survive. So it is very important for the business to undergo and take a lot of risk for them to earn profit. So I am sure you are able to understand these topics. Now let me move on into the causes of business risk. Any doubts you have, any questions you have, just send me a message in the comment box. It would be easy for me to help you also. Okay, so now let's move on into causes of business risk. So we have completed with the nature of business risk, and I'm sure you have understood what is the nature of business risk. Now, causes of business risk, because of what? Okay, they have predicted and they have tried to understand because of what are the factors or what are the causes which are coming up into the organization, by which the organization is facing a lot of loss, or by which the organization is facing a lot of risk. Okay, so these are the 4 causes that we have. I told you this question will come as a 4 marker, or it may be asked for a 5 marker. So what are the various causes, and what are the business understood, okay, because of which there is risk that is taking place. The business has understood that the risk is being taking place because of various causes. Like example, power failure. If you are in handloom industry, power is very important for you to manufacture a lot of these handlooms. If there is no power, the machines cannot work. So if there is a lot of power failure or power outbreak, then what will happen? The machines cannot work, by which there is a lot of risk that you are undertaking, and you cannot gain a lot of profit. Second thing is strikes. People are all the time protesting and they're telling that they would not work until you give them a hike in salary. And you say, only if you start working, I would be able to give you a hike in salary. So what is it? Because of all these reasons, management inefficiency, there are no proper managers to run the show. There are no proper managers who are educated enough or they are capable enough to handle these employees, because of which their business is undergoing a lot of risk. Now, what are the other causes? All these can be predicted. But what are the other causes? You have natural causes, you have human causes, economic causes, and other causes. This answer is pretty simple. You just have to listen to it like once or twice and you're good to go with the answer to write. Okay, so what is this natural causes? Natural causes refers to natural calamities. Okay, natural calamities like what? Now we are human beings who, because of these natural causes, people are getting affected. There's a lot of destruction happening. Example what? Floods. Okay, because of this pandemic, our human race itself is getting affected because of the pandemic. So what is happening? The entire human beings have very little control of the natural causes which is taking place. Floods, earthquakes, volcanoes. Because of which there's a lot of, and because of heavy rains, you would have seen recently in the news, because of the heavy rain in the southern parts of Karnataka, because of the heavy rain, people have lost a lot of their properties, okay, and people are losing their vehicles, their laptops. Even in Bangalore you could have actually seen. So what is happening? There's a lot of loss that is happening and human beings don't have any control over it. That is what is called as natural causes. The second one is called as human causes. Now the word itself is telling you here. See, if you actually circle these words, no, you can understand. Natural refers to nature. Okay. Human refers to human. I write it here. Natural refers to nature. Human refers to human beings. Okay. Then economic causes refers to fashion. When I say fashion, you know. When I say prices, you know. That's where demand and supply comes. Then when I say other causes, this refers to government. Okay. So this is like a hint what I'm giving you for you to learn your answer. So when I say human causes are unexpected events which the human beings are doing. Example, you are robbing things in your company, you are robbing things in your workplace, you are very dishonest, you do not have little of honesty towards your employees, or you do not respect people. So what is all this? Because of all this, there is disaster that's happening in the workplace. People looking at you, the others are also learning to be like you. So what is happening here? Because of your dishonesty, because of your carelessness, there is work, the work cannot continue, there is stoppage of work. And that is what is called as human causes. Now the third one is economic causes. If you actually see, you have unexpected here, you have uncertainty here, and you have unforeseen here. All these are things for you to learn the answer, and with the help of these words, you can write your answer in your exams. Now what is the third one? Economic causes. Economic causes refers to what? Uncertainties. And you are very uncertain. What is the demand? What is the demand of people? Whether they would like these crop tops, whether they like jeans, whether they like these saris. So what are you doing? You're taking a risk. You're very unsure of it. So what is happening? Because of the fashion and the trend and the demand that keeps changing of people, we do not know what kind of things we have to manufacture. The business doesn't know. They are not aware. So that is what is called as economic causes. Then the fourth one, the last one, is called as other causes. What is this other causes? Other causes refers to the unforeseen political disturbance. Like what? It refers to the government, where the government will start interfering because let's say there is a bursting of these boilers, there is fluctuation in exchange rates. Now because of the pandemic, there is a lot of fluctuation in exchange rates. We are paying huge prices for petrol. So what is happening? Because of all these exchange rate prices, because of the bursting of boilers, because of the gas explosion, we are not able to control all this. These are not in human beings' control, and all these are the causes of business risk. Okay, so let's do a recap. What are the causes of business risk? You have natural causes, human causes, economic, and other causes. Natural refers to nature, human refers to human beings, what human beings are doing by which the business is getting affected. Economic refers to the failure, the rise in the demand. We are not uncertain of what has to be done, what has to be produced. Then the other causes refers to all the unforeseen political disturbances, where there is interference of government because of what is happening. Bursting of boilers, bursting of gas stations, then the change and rise and fall in exchange rates. All this is happening. The government will interfere in the business and in the organizations. for which there's a lot of risk that the business has to undertake. So today we completed the nature business risk topic, that is the meaning, the nature and the causes of business risk. And we learned about two important types of business risk, speculative and pure. Law, gain or no gain, or loss or no loss. Okay, so thank you so much. Please like and please subscribe, and any doubts you have, please let me know. Leave a comment in the comment box. I would be happy to help you. Thank you so much.